4 Grande Finale. Can only be played if there's no cards in the draw pile, which is fairly difficult to do. In order for that to be something that you can play consistently, would you like a taste of our ghost power? We'll get 5 to, this is, yeah, one of the best apparitions ever. Basically, A13 adds a thieves floor. Kind of, yeah. No money for you. Stinky player. Interesting. Another map generated where we can only do a maximum of 2 elites. Which again makes me want to take out our Burning Elite in Act 1. I did enjoy Grifflands quite a bit, Elvis. We'll be playing some more of it this week. Checking out the Brawl mode. Seeing how that plays. Raph Chaff Serenis, thank you so much for the 9 months. Closing in on that full year of support. Alright, that means probably fighting this elite, which is pretty doable on A13 with a pyramid start. 5 combats to get potions and card rewards should be doable. Should be. Trying to think of how that could go wrong for us. Worst case scenario, we can rest here. We should be fine. First official Twitch baby. Well, congrats for the happy parents. Hello? What is this draw? Interesting. And Mr. DNA, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Bacon Mage. Bacon Mage. Keep these 5 in hand. Shuffling without neutralize? Actually, let's put that back into the draw pile. Okay, this is going to be a weird fight. I can tell you that already. The cultist gets very strong and big. I think it's easier to just take 2 here. I'm going to do that. Kind of unnecessary, though. Outmaneuver, Heal Hook, and Eviscerate. Interesting options. Outmaneuver's pretty good with the Runic Pyramid, not gonna lie. Giving us 2 energy on the next turn. Eviscerate could be quite powerful as well, just being a very potent attack that becomes cheaper for each card we discard, including our Survivor. And currently it'll guaranteed line up with Survivor to do 27 damage, or 21 damage, excuse me, for 2 energy. That's pretty good. Heal Hook could be cute too, right? Well, I think Eviscerate has the highest chance of making sure we get through this elite alive. Grab it. It's a good upgrade too. No way to not take 5 here, unfortunately. Speed Potion's definitely appreciated here. And Acrobatics to go with our Eviscerate. How interesting. And a dad joke for the audience. What do you call it? When it gets really cold in Myanmar. Burma Frost. A blessed seed for forcing an infinite. I hope so. The acrobatics can definitely make this Eviscerate cheaper, as well as create some fun little redraw situations. So it's worth considering here. I think the Quick Slash is reasonable as well. But let's try this acro. It just goes too well with what we picked up already, right? It can also help us with turn 1s that are otherwise pretty gnarly, like, oh, I don't know, this one. Bit of a shame that we did not draw a second defend there. But that's okay. Guilty as charged, Zuthus. Guilty as charged. Yeah, Gambler's Brew is going to be exceedingly helpful. Time Buggy Bound, thank you so much for those 100 bits. You keep streaming, I'll keep watching? Yeah, something like that. Do we add a Poison Stab here, or do we accept a Blur already? Letting us retain Blanc. We're going to need some more damage for Hexaghost. Poison Stab doesn't exactly fit in all that well. But I do feel like we want to keep adding damage, so I'm going to pick this up. Good. Actually, was that good? Yes, that was good. 41 rather, minus 535, so we'll split really, really badly if I play Strike here. Let's not do that. Morning to you, Baron Von Cool. Yeah, and we got very conveniently not attacked by either slime. Very good hard pull fight here. Wow, just never attacked at all. Okay, bye. Oh man. Wow. Wow. What a pick here. Dagger Throw and Reflex both pair extremely well with the discard stuff that we picked up so far. In particular, I think the Dagger Throw is quite good. But there's a Piercing Wail here. And Piercing Wail with Pyramid is so dang good that it is very hard to turn down. Reflex worse with Pyramid? I think it gets a lot better because there's no risk of drawing Reflex and being unable to discard it. At the moment, we have too much hand clog to actually take advantage of Reflex, but that can change with a few removals and a bit more energy. That could change big time. Or a Purity. That said, I have a really hard time turning down a Piercing Wail, especially with Hexaghost as our Act Boss. It's just such an effective block card for so many different situations. This goes to what, 9? Hold on. Yo. Just kind of chipping away at him little by little here. Works fine, don't it? Choke's an interesting idea. Second Acro is also a very interesting idea. Yeah, the cost will revert each turn with Pyramid, unfortunately, so we have to discard cards every turn. Would really prefer a Prepared to an Acrobatics at the moment. Maybe I do pick up a Blur. A little bit worried about our skill density if I take a Blur. Notably, Gremlin Knob becomes a pretty big threat here, but the Gambler's Brew will help deal with Gremlin Knob. I'll take a Blur. And our upgrade for dealing with Knob is probably the Eviscerate. That gets +6. We could also upgrade our Poison Stab for more poison damage. The Neutralize upgrade's pretty okay too, but I really think we need to upgrade the damage. Not Gremlin Knob. Good. Good. Still probably going to use at least one of my potions here. Striking you twice puts you at exactly 27, so Eviscerate next turn kills this one easy peasy. Hopefully we just draw Survivor. Oh no, nothing could ever be easy, huh? Nothing could ever be too easy. Alright, in that case I think I'll happily use my gambling potion to discard 3 cards and make our Eviscerate free, as well as cycling out some of these cards that I don't want to keep. Let's do these 3. I would like everything else. You die. We're gonna go... neutralize you. And Piercing Wail. Defend. Poison Stab you. Ooh. That's exactly lethal, actually. And from here, the pyramid makes the second half of this fight really easy. Overall, an extremely good first elite fight. We get Matryoshka early enough that it's actually useful, giving us a bonus relic out of our next 2 chests. A second Piercing Wail is here, but I feel like the deck needs some front load, and boy does a die help with that, doing AoE damage. Quite a bit of it. Helping us deal with multi-enemy fights, helping us deal with stuff like Gremlin Knob. And we might be fighting a Super Gremlin Knob, because I do plan on fighting the Burning Elite. Also things that die is good against. These jerks. Currently looking to take 6. Unless I can go... no, I can take 5, actually. If I kill the angry gremlin here. Let the chunky guy hit me. What could Acro possibly draw? It could draw me Piercing Wail. Alright. It did draw me Piercing Wail. Perfect. Easily kill the wizard next turn. 1 strike. No problem. Get a very good potion. No need for a well-laid plans. Do we take the second Acro now? Still think I'd rather have it prepared. Don't mind an Endless Agony just for a, you know, essentially a front-loaded damage card. Set the Agony. Ooh, Orichalcum lets us get block if we end our turn without any. That's very good. Strawberry is more current HP. That's also very good. Orichalcum makes me a lot less worried about a potential Gremlin Knob. Rather take the fire over a shop here, although the shop is pretty good with 255 gold. What am I upgrading? I might even upgrade the die here for +4 to all. Other good upgrades include the Blur, the Neutralize. Defends will clog our hand. That's where we're really hoping to find a Prepared or something. Something that lets us discard the Defends. Why is Eviscerate's number green? Interesting. That counts as block that Orichalcum made, even though it didn't actually help me. Good job, Orichalcum. You did it? Bruno, thank you so much for that. 32 months. Hi. Ooh, Sneaky Strike. I can get behind a Sneaky Strike here. Dash not bad either. Not amazing, but not bad. Take the Sneaky. If we have discarded a card during our turn, Sneaky Strike is free to play. This will be a pretty good split. Pretty good. 1 hit point. Yeah, I'll call that pretty good. Another Agony, a Flying Knee, or a Caltrops. At this point, I think we're okay with the damage cards that we have. We've got Strike, Die plus, Eviscerate plus, a couple other attacks. Adding more at this point really doesn't increase our damage output that much. Hey, you Vandal Hurt. Let's start skipping. Although I'll note that Caltrops could be pretty okay here. Good against things like Hexaghost, who, if we think we need more help against Hexaghost, actually, we should take a Caltrops. Do I need more help against Hexaghost? And things like the Book of Stabbing, Birds, and the Hearts. I think so, actually. Just to make sure we get through that, no problem. It's going to make us worse against the Nobbert. That is, alas, okay as well. Just going to get some block. Oh, I was definitely supposed to Strength Potion as well. We'll do that now. This is going to be a difficult fight, for sure. We get not vulnerable first, that is good. Make sure we play the Caltrops this turn. Again, not the vulnerable attack, that's okay. We can play Piercing Wail and still benefit from Orichalcum. Let's do that and look to kill next turn. So we'll take 6 here. Overall, not a bad Gremlin fight. Not bad at all. We get Art of War, which combos so very well with the Runic Pyramid, letting us gain additional energy if we played no attacks during our turn. And wow, 3 extremely good skills. Deadly Poison, letting us stack more poison, although I think we don't need poison at the moment between the Caltrops and all this stuff. Part of the reason we took the Poison Stab originally was to help us with Hexaghost. Pyramid is great with our discard stuff, but Leg Sweep is such good block. How do I choose? I think I do take the Leg Sweep here. Taking Prepared and upgrading it, not a bad choice at all. In fact, it might even be better than Leg Sweep. Tough. It's a tough call. Orichalcum does speak, I guess, to taking the Prepared a bit more. But I'm upgrading that over Caltrops. It'll be better than the Caltrops upgrade against Hexaghost. I'm gonna do it. That's weird. That Prepared being better than a Leg Sweep is a weird feeling. Tell you what. No need to use our regen potion, with Hexaghost being our final threat. That's something we can keep until Act 2. What I don't think we need is a second Sneaky Strike. I think we're good. I would take one that says plus on it, though. Feels odd taking this Caltrops and then not upgrading it, and then drawing it on turn 1. Oh well. How much damage is this going to be? 4x6. Ouch. I guess. It's kind of cool that Agony will cycle itself if our hand is full. Where are these defends? We don't need no stinky defends. Try to hold on to this prepared for when we've got Eviscerate ready. We may have to block the Inferno turn, but that won't be difficult thanks to Piercing Wail here. There we go. Easy. GG. Well, well, well. Some pretty cool options here. Phantasmal Killer allows us to double the damage of attacks on our next turn. We've got quite a few powerful offensive attacks like Eviscerate and Die, and doubling those could be pretty powerful. Burst lets us duplicate a skill, duplicate Acro, duplicate Blur, duplicate Piercing Wail. That's all great. Again, especially with the Pyramid to tie things together. Or Grande Finale. Can only be played if there's no cards in the draw pile, which is fairly difficult to do. In order for that to be something that you can play consistently, you'll need two things. One, lots of different card draw cards in the deck that can draw different amounts. And two, some kind of retain, so that you can keep the Grand Finale if you draw it on turn 1. We have both of those things, and that makes this a very powerful Grand Finale, and one I think I'm going to take quite happily. Now all we need is to add some more card draw and get some more removals. An Astrolabe could help us get there by transforming and upgrading 3 cards. I think we could also be reasonably happy with a Slaver's Collar, giving us additional energy only during boss and elite fights. But is this a deck that really needs the additional energy? Yeah, I mean, yeah, we would really benefit from it in a lot of ways, actually. I really do value the ability to transform 3 strikes, though, as well. Would dramatically improve our upgrade density. You could make an argument about removing defense with the Orichalcum, maybe, but I don't think so. New glitches with both Color and Astro. Interesting, Ubla. Continually surprised by how many glitches continue to be found in this game. Might just take the Color here. Makes Acro a lot better, especially makes the Acro upgrade quite a bit better. And we have an easier time creating hand space if I have more energy. I'll grab the Slaver's Collar here. Don't trust Astrolabe. Ooh, we can hit 3 stores here, which would potentially be 3 card removals. That's something you should seriously consider with the grand finale. Being able to just remove 1, 2, 3 strikes for 75 plus 100 plus 125 gold, 300 gold for 3 removals. Does require 3 shop floors, but potentially super worth. Hits a couple of elites relatively early. I think we'll be able to manage, though. At the very minimum, with this much cash, we should hit a shop early here. So let's start here. Hey, look, it's the reason I took Caltrops. Of course, a single Eviscerate will down one of these stinky nerdbirds. Exactly 18. Just gonna block this. Might be our Piercing Whale turn. We're really lacking the attacks, at least in hand. I know we've got them coming up to down anybody here. Let's do it like that. And now, if we want to play Grand Finale, which we definitely do, we need to make sure that Acrobatics only draws 2 cards. We can make sure that happens because there's a limit of 10 cards in Slay the Spire in your hand at the same time. So if there are only 2 spots in hand when we play Acro, we will only draw 2. To make that happen, Acro, when we play it, removes itself from the hand before it tries to draw, so we want 1 free space in hand before we play the Acrobatics to draw 2. And then we can play Grand Finale here. Then the fight. Ooh. Upgraded block. That is also card draw. I'm in. Another prepared's pretty good too, but the free upgrade on the backflip makes me super happy. I'm gonna regen potion in this fight just because I want to use it. I think I'm going to speed potion, defend, blur. We don't kill next turn, and we're being attacked for 11 by 2 next turn. Know a losing proposition when I see one. Yeah, this would have been a bad turn otherwise. That's not a kill, but this is. Gambler's Brew is excellent. Dagger Throw Plus is alright. The free upgrade on it makes it much more attractive. And we do value the draw 1, discard 1 effect. I'll take it. Ooh, a Tactician. Potion Belt is here. Toolbox is here. Always a fan of the Toolbox. Shuriken can do some kind of interesting things. How quickly are we fighting an elite? Potentially next combat, so I think I should buy a Fire Potion for Slaver Endurance. So I'm thinking Toolbox, Fire Potion, card remove. Personally. Skip the Tactician and the Nightmare. Well, maybe not skip the Tactician, actually. Did I do Fire Potion, Toolbox, Tactician plus card remove? I think so. Yes, yes I can. That means we'll probably go to one of these two remaining stores, but not both. One removal. Forethought's kind of amusing. Put a card from your hand to the bottom of your draw pile, costs 0 until played. Of course, we're going to find a Tactician, and I'm going to feel like a fool for buying one. That's okay. Any consideration for Dagger Throw, because more discard synergies, and it draws exactly one. Yes, but we actually just picked up one that was upgraded for free a moment ago. You may have missed that. I don't think we need two, but the one copy of Dagger Throw, yes, I agree to the point that I've already added one. More Thorns. Yeah, sure, I'll take Bronze Scales over the Sapphire Key. And I'm quite happy with the energy from a Nunchaku, too. We do unfortunately run into the Forgotten Altar here. Fortunately, we're on a lower Ascension, so it doesn't cost that much HP to sacrifice here. I'll definitely take a little bit of hit point loss over not having a curse. Yeah, that was a sweet random chest. That makes us a lot stronger going into potentially both of these elites. Oh man, Panache for AoE here? That's gonna be good. Right? We could definitely play 5 cards in one turn. Sometimes. One, two, three. We discard both the Blancs. How much damage is this? 18, 28, well, sorry, 18, 21, 31 from Panache, 51, yes! Slaver Insurance. Because we bought the Fire Potion, we can get the kill on the back line on turn 1 here. Which we would not have been able to do otherwise. So that Fire Potion saved us quite a bit of HP. Might even be able to leave with Nunchaku on 9, potentially. Yes, I can, actually. Gotta make sure there's 4 slots in hand. So we draw exactly the 4 cards in draw pile. Another way to set up Grand Finale with Pyramid is to limit the number of cards you draw by filling up your hand. Like so. Blue Candle would allow us to play curse cards. Another copy of Die Die Die. Kind of interesting. Doesn't feel necessary. Am I going to upgrade what? Tactician or Acrobatics here? Let's start with the Acrobatics upgrade. Great to see you as ever, Bart. Always a joy. I would take a Tools of the Trade in this deck, absolutely. Although it might make the finale a little bit more complicated to play sometimes. Actually being attacked on turn 1 here. I'm still going to take the Mind Blast so that I have a guaranteed way to kill the Sneaky Gremlin. Perfect. Get him. Snuffy92, thank you so much for the Prime sub and the 4 months. I've not yet tried the last Spell Baron Quack, but it did just go onto our game vote for the month. So if you'd like to see me play it, you can vote for it right there. Trendy Kendi, thank you as well for the 17 months. Just one more till that year and a half. I should not have squandered my neutralize there. Let's see. We'll draw Grand Finale next turn as long as I don't squander my life. But I need to block this turn, so I do squander my life. It's okay. No. Disaster. Well, actually only take 2 damage, I guess that's not a big deal. And scenario, what do you call it? When you give a fat gremlin pom-poms. A gremlin cheerleader. I even get a kill here? Better question. Yes, good. Run away. Ooh, Toxic Egg will upgrade any and all skills we find from here on out, including all of these. Is this a situation where Distraction Plus is warranted? Probably not. Don't mind a 0 cost. Actually, just Deflect Plus is pretty damn good with Pyramid. Let's take a Deflect Plus. That'll make me feel less compelled to... Oh yeah. Feel less compelled to... upgrade the block cards that I already have. And I think we're long overdue for a neutral... Actually, no. We wanted to upgrade Tactician next. Increase our energy generation. We're going to dodge this store and go to this one. Get one more strike removal. Oh, man. I guess we're blocking this way now. As you continue your ascent, thick black smoke begins to billow out of the ground and walls around you, coalescing into 3 massed forms that start to speak. Another puppet of Niao, I think. Agreed, she always makes the funnest toys. You notice there's an oversized grin as the third addresses you. Ignore the others. Would you like a taste of our ghost power? We'll get 5, not 3, but 5, since we're still below Ascension 15. Upgraded with Toxic Egg apparitions, so they do get to retain, and they make us intangible, and we have Orichalcum for the free block too. This is, yeah, one of the best apparitions ever. 5 upgraded apparitions. We can regain our max HP with Singing Bowl. There's a lot of really good reasons to apparition there. Hey, nice. Good job, Jack of all trades. You did it. Now I'm a ghost. Forever. I'm like all about a second Acro Plus here. This deck is going to be huge, and it's not going to care. Please blunk for me on turn 1. Thank you. Okay, we'll get Art of War value here. Then on this turn we can unload a bunch of cards that we don't want. Might be able to block this the old-fashioned way. No. No such luck. So many cards to get through. So many. GG, nerd. Rico Pillow lets us theoretically rest for a bunch. I will happily take another Prepared Plus. What about a Crippling Cloud? I've got Thorns and Grand Finale. What else do I need? Nothing. Just card removals, please. Oh man, Letter Opener. Letter Opener could have been pretty hot here. As it stands, I'll just remove a card. Could theoretically take an Apotheosis. I think that's less good with Toxic Egg. We could, in theory, take Panacea for Artifact, but I'm not sure what that would be doing for us. Like, sure, we can block Vulnerable from Heart, but we don't care about Vulnerable from Heart when we have Apparitions. We're not fighting Collector. Panacea Plus ahead of Collector can be really valuable for blocking the Vulnerable there. Though, again, Apparitions mean I don't think we care. I appreciate that, Snakebird. Not something that I talk about often, but I am intentionally trying to end with fights on... with Nunchaku on 9 most of the time. Same with Ink Bottle and Pen Nib. Just a little bit of optimization there can be quite handy. Just Dunk a Strike and keep enough money so that we can afford further removals at further stores. No, let's upgrade Finale. If I'm gonna play it, I want it to be good. Leave this for the hand space. Apparitions upgraded in this fight are so good, since this boss only attacks every other turn. Taking Grand Finale out of the draw pile actually helpful for me. Although it means I won't be able to kill the minions with it. This might be a finale this turn, in fact. So we go Sneaky Strike. Finale gets added to hand. Play the Finale. Dynadai gets added to hand. Play the Dynadai. Bruh. Good stuff. We do it again this turn. Probably. Yes. The finale with the Panache Flare. GG. Deck is running beautifully, and even though it is 33 cards, we were able to play Grand Finale twice in 5 turns. That's a pretty good sign. Wraith form is here if we feel like we need more intangibility. Honestly, I don't think that we do. I don't think that we do. Could take bullet time to make everything in our hand free, I guess. Or I can simply take max HP, and that might even be the best option here. If I only had 3 apparitions, I would definitely take Wraith form, but with 5 and a Pyramid and a Gambler's Brew, I'm not convinced, genuinely. I think I'm just going to take the max HP. No, genuinely, no Kappa. That's what I'm going to do. Pandora's, you say? That is 8 transformed cards, and any skills would be upgraded. Not bad. Snecko, I would be more base draw. Or Curse Key for more base energy. That would settle us with a curse, though. I think I'm going to take this Pandora's box. Because we took the Slaver's Collar over the Astrolabe, we don't need more energy right now. What do you got? Nightmare Plus and Outmaneuver Plus. Another Eviscerate's pretty good. A couple of stinky powers that we don't want, though. Not sure about this Blade Dance either. But the Nightmare is great. Nightmare can make more copies of Apparition, or it can even make more copies of Grand Finale some of the time. I'll take it. I will take it. Another instance where we could get multiple removals here. If we can find ourselves enough cash. Big if, generally. Yeah, some of the stuff we need to remove, some of it's a lot better than strikes. For example, this Envenom, we can pay 2 energy to get rid of it for the rest of a fight, and it'll even genuinely contribute, too. Might even be a decent upgrade to save me the energy on doing that. Infinite Blades, meanwhile, pollutes the deck with shivs. And that I don't want. Let's see, any upgrades that are really important? We just talked about Envenom. I would upgrade Envenom. Okay. Arc Shackles, hell yeah. Also like to upgrade that Caltrops, I guess, theoretically. Sure is a little weird having only 3 energy in these fights, though. It's a bit uncomfortable. Perfect. Oh, and you put a burn. That's right. I just forget about the statuses they add. What? No, I can't even backflip for one. Curses! Well, whatever. Don't think we need that. Glowing Tesseract, we can skip cards for Singing Bowl value, and some of these might be genuinely good draw, like Secret Technique Plus, which gets any skill from the draw pile, whether it be Prepared, Apparition, or if we just need to lower the draw pile by 1. These are all very good. Thinking Ahead's kind of interesting. Finesse is not bad. Master Strategy Plus is a definite winner. Draw 4, for sure. This I think I skip. So many skills in the colorless card pool. So many. Buzzed Lightyear, thank you so much for that full year of... Or sorry, for the 3 months of support. And that Prime sub. Perfect. Casual 7 energy turn, like you do. But I can't draw 5. Unless Nightmare's the bottom card. But I can by simply ending turn. Done whale end turn. This works though. Tropic Brew, 2 potions in 1. Yeah, we'll go Gambler's Brew and Tropic Brew, I think. Nightmare, huh? Oh, we're doing this turn? Alright. I accept. Know that we actually accumulated 28 poison just off of the Envenom? It's not bad. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Planning on going to both of these stores, I think. I need more money for that to be worth it, though, so let's take an event or two. Oh. Remove a card? Well. You shouldn't have. Don't mind if I do. Do I want a random upgrade as well? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. I want to keep that extra 30 gold to maybe afford an additional removal. Ooh, Sad Nature. Not bad. Discovery could be good too, but let's do damage with our debuffs for this one. Technique am I looking for? Sure. I don't actually want a finale next turn, because they'll be intangible anyway. I'm gonna Envenom Sadistic Nature down anyway. It's all good. I guess that means I'm gonna Nightmare Blade Dance. That's the wrong hotkey. GG! Ooh, Smiling Mask means we do in fact want to go to all the remaining stores. This will only be 50 gold per card remove at each of those. Yeah, Security Sharks, we are frequently being offered Nightmare on Apparition, but we don't need to do that most of the time, as the 5 apparitions we have will be plenty for whatever fight that we're in. In boss fights, I'll be more likely to actually do the thingy. I'm also, a lot of the time, not playing the Nightmare, because playing the Nightmare puts us further away from playing Grand Finale. And that's what I actually want to do. So, for example, here we have a pretty free Nightmare play on anything, but I'm just gonna not, because it'll make the fight take longer if I do. You might be thinking of Legend of Keeper Falafel. We played a little bit of that on, if that's the game you're thinking of, we have played a bit of that on stream and enjoyed it pretty thoroughly. Keep wanting to do Nightmare Grand Finale, and then we keep just like being able to draw straight to Grand Finale immediately. Actually, doesn't feel like we need the energy from Concentrate nor the additional discard. Boat Thingy would have been nice. We took Singing Bowl over Boat Thingy. 14 health is better than 14 luck most of the time. Alright, time for some super cheap card removes. There's also a Phantasmal Killer Plus on sale. Alright, well that I'm going to take. How could I not? Alright, this Heel Hook has been mostly trash. By the PK. event would be upgrade... I don't need the fire. Get instead another removal. I guess I am going to lose Caltrops. Okay. So many removals. 10 nice Barbinator. Dead Branch Corruption on floor 6. You'll love to see it. You'd love to see that. Keep the Pursuing Whale. That was quite the turn. Spicy. Punai will give us Dex for playing a bunch of attacks. That could make a Blur a reasonable choice here. I think the deck just gets better with more removals, not less. Keep giving me HP. Keep removing cards. Arch membership card, who needs it? Lose a Blade Dance. Rationale for skipping Concentrate. So, the whole idea behind this deck is to make sure that we're able to continue to draw and play cards so that we can cycle towards our grand finale over and over again, as well as ensuring that we see our apparitions. So we have a kind of a density of energy and card draw that's going to be optimal. The idea being that we want to end with some cards in hand rather than none, and we want to end with no energy left rather than some. That way we're actually using our cards and our energy efficiently. If you've got leftovers of one or the two, there's a problem. And I think Concentrate puts us in a situation where we discard all of our hand, and then we have a bunch of energy to play everything left in our hand, but then we're no longer able to hold on to anything. It's actually too much power for removing cards from our hands. Now, if we didn't have the Outmaneuver or the Tactician, it would be a different story. Generally speaking, I prefer to limit myself to somewhere in the realm of 2 to 3 energy generating cards. There's quickly a limit that you'll hit where additional ones become no longer worth it for you. Purity could be interesting here. Let's do it. Let me exhaust some garbage from the hands. Sweet. Okay. Hold the phone. I want to get rid of as many cards as possible here. Okay, here for example, I am willing to Nightmare Apparition. Although it means I can't actually play... We'll do that next turn. Or maybe I can pull off the Nightmare Grand Finale in this fight. Actually, that seems entirely reasonable. Draw 5 cards next turn. So we use Secret Technique. Phantasmal Killer. Play Phantasmal Killer. Nightmare on Finale Street. Okay, so next turn we're going to get 3 copies of Finale added to our hand, and we're going to try to draw 5. I just need to make sure that we can play Finale next turn. So what I want to do to make sure that this happens properly is draw 2, discard 2. And then end with 3 cards in hand. We'll get 3 more from Nightmare and draw 4. We must have 3 cards in our hand at the end of turn here. These 3. GG, nerds. How's that for a grand finale? GG. Oh yeah, and actually another reason not to add Concentrate was just it's 1 more card in this deck, and this deck only gets stronger as we get fewer cards. So even good cards are things we'll probably want to skip, unless they say draw more cards on them. We have enough money for 1 more remove, courtesy of Smiling Mask, which has already saved us 175 buckaroos. Spire dollary dues. We'll upgrade the whale. I don't think it matters. Go for it, Bacon Mage. I think clips are allowed. Or links are allowed by default. Very nice, and thanks for clipping that. Okay, cards that are removable at this point. Poison Stab. I'll play in Venom on turn 1, we're just going to be intangible. Those artifacts. Where's my stuff? Barbinator, did you hear that the Silent has started brewing her own beer? She calls it her Grand Fin Ale. Panda Steaks, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. And for that support. Generous as it be. Perfect. So again, Acrobatics Plus draws 4, but we can use our hand size limit to make that work in our favor anyway. We have to play the Acrobatics when there are 2 spaces in the hand. E.g. And that leg sweep from the very early game finally returns to us. Do we actually want it, though, is the question. I don't think so. Hey, Becky Boggs. That's true. We could have taken more paint before even looking at the card rewards, because there's no skill we would see that's not upgraded. Speaking of, what skills do we have that aren't upgraded? Survivor and Blur. Cool. Yes, Burn. Poison Stab will remove 2 stacks of Artifact if you've got Envenom in play, and likewise benefits from the Snecko Skull 2 times, since both the Envenom Poison and the Dagger Poison are counted separately. Welcome back, Becky Boggs. Thank you so much for the 4 months of support. Mayhem. Could this go wrong? Genuinely considering it. Good Instincts is quite nice here, just a 0-cost block. Good for, good for countering Beat of Death. Mayhem can try to play Grand Finale, but unless there are no cards in the draw pile remaining when it does so, it will not work. What's the worst that could happen? Kirk, thank you so much for that Prime sub and 13 months, the Baylor's dozen. Take that, Good Instincts. Interesting turn here. Apparition. It's not even a full block, though. Still good, though. This is a reasonable Gambler's Brew time. Well, more than reasonable. We have to or we're going to die. That's a better way to put it. There we go. And I think this is very much a Nightmare Apparition fight. Play the... discard this for the moment. Play the Phantasmal this turn. We can drink this now, actually. Fear Pot, Swift Pot. Okay, we'll use the Fear Potion for really big damage next turn. We should be able to play Finale next turn as well. Lots of draw in the draw pile. Yes, Gunter, Apparition, being intangible will reduce Beat of Death down to 1 per card. Indeed. He draws 3, which is a good number to draw. This will put 1 into the discard pile, right? That's right. 180 damage. Get him. Okay, so basically hit the damage cap there. Piercing Whale, hello. So I need Acro to draw 3 if I want a hope of playing Finale here. Good. Grand Finale number 2. GG. Stinky Hugger. Can we make it 3, though? That's the real question. GG. Not only 3 finales, but 3 Phantasmal Killer finales. We'd love to see it. GG, everybody. Hey everyone. Thanks so much for watching. Did you know that I'm live 5 days a week on Twitch? Come join us to watch me live, ask questions, or chill with the community. Click the link in the description below to follow and be notified when I'm live. And while you're down there, make like a sandwich and sub to this channel for more fresh Baylor content. Ta-ta for now.